Welcome to News Channel 8. I am Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. Governor speaks at Economic Summit. Police confiscate gun near nightclub. And Public Works spend the day with St. Thomas students. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
TV8 News is brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total, you know where to turn.
In our top story, Governor John DeYoung Jr. gave the keynote luncheon address at the 2014 WSVI Economic Development Summit yesterday in Atlanta.
So, Ms. Todman, thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank the USVI Alliance. If it wasn't for them and if it wasn't for their idea that we need to reach out to Virgin Islanders in the United States, and if they had not given me that kernel of thought, I would never know how important it is that we take the opportunity and the chance to not just educate those that are at home, but more importantly, to educate those in the United States about what we do each and every day on behalf of your relatives who are there, on behalf of the opportunities that hopefully you will begin to see that could be a part of your future and the opportunities that you should grab and make sure that you take advantage of going forward. Because there's no doubt that for all of us in this room, whether you're here looking for business opportunities or networking or for a chance to see a friend again, this is an opportunity that I know more than anything. Your heart is with the VI. Your ability to make money may be with the VI, but more than anything, for the next couple of days, your thought is what can we do to be of assistance in the Virgin Islands, and how can the Virgin Islands by itself also offer us a level of opportunity?
In other news, an off-duty police officer confiscated a loaded gun from a man near a nightclub in St. Thomas's Red Hook neighborhood early this morning.
An off-duty police officer working private security for a Red Hook nightclub confiscated a fully loaded magazine and a firearm from a male patron. The incident happened at about 3:30 a.m. on May 22nd near Tootsie's nightclub. According to the preliminary police report, the officer observed a man who was later identified as 29-year-old Hollis Omari Anthony, known as Omari, with a loaded magazine in his possession. Police also located a loaded 9mm Luger handgun in the suspect's vehicle. Anthony was arrested and charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm and placed on a $25,000 bail. He was remanded to the custody of the Bureau of Corrections pending further court action.
In continuation with the observance of National Public Works Week, the Virgin Islands Public Works Department hosted a day of fun for students on St. Thomas today. Commissioner Darrell Smalls tells us more.
The staff of the Department of Public Works has an equipment display, all a part of our National Public Works celebration that's being recognized throughout the United States. Here in Fort Christian, we have a display. We have several schools here, actually all the elementary schools represented, as well as some of the private schools and the Shalamali High School and the Ivani Doraken. The kids are having the opportunity to experience the equipment. Staff is enthusiastic, showing them the various aspects of the equipment, the safety operations of the equipment. All of this is in hopes of just exposing the kids to job opportunities as they're young, and this is a time where we could influence them in a positive way to look at careers, whether it be in engineering, transportation, the whole 9 yards. And we give us the opportunity to really highlight today for the kids here on the island of St. Thomas. Also partnering with the Department of Public Works as part of National Public Works Week here on the island of St. Thomas is Home Depot, a corporate sponsor. They're here participating with us, having activities for the kids, some demonstrations. And again, this is just an overall opportunity for staff and the private sector to come together in a public-private partnership, helping the department to celebrate National Public Works Week. Also a part of our activities today here at Fort Christian parking lot, we're standing here in front of the Fort Christian, part of the historical celebration, one of the significant projects that the Department of Public Works is undertaking under its capital improvement program. What we have here also is the demonstrations from our transportation division, traffic signals, and staff just, really having a good time out here today with the kids. And really, again, I just have to say a heartfelt thanks for all my employees of the Department of Public Works expressing the enthusiasm and interaction with the kids today. We're having a wonderful time, and we look forward to greater things and better things for the Department of Public Works as we continue to grow to improve the infrastructure of this territory. In addition to our motorcade that we that took place along the waterfront this morning, we also have a display of the new ferry boat. The kids not only will have the opportunity to experience the participation with Home Depot and the staff of the department, but we're also going to take them over to the ferry boat where they can experience firsthand, take a tour aboard the boat. My staff from the transportation as well as Federal Highway will give them a little background and details of the boat and what have you. And again, it's just it's just a happy day as being commissioner here and being able to see the smiles on the kids here as we provide them an opportunity and expose them to different facets of the Department of Public Works.
And I bet it was fun. EMS Week in the Territory continued with a special emergency CPR simulation put on by workers.
Greetings, community. It's EMS Week here at the Department of Health and all over the United States. That's right. EMS has made 40 years, and today we're going to have a simulation. And as you can see, there's someone behind me in distress. He has a code blue going on, which is cardiac arrest. His heart stopped. And we're going to have some of our finest, our best EMS. We have our finest emergency medical service team coming over to make sure that they resuscitate our person who has a code blue cardiac arrest. So stay tuned and see what happens.
Good day to everyone. Today is Thursday, and we're into our EMS week. This is the 38th year of existence of emergency medical services in the Virgin Islands. And today, we're going to put our skills out there so that you can actually see what the staff does on a day-to-day basis. They don't know that they're going to be tested, so everything here is going to be as real can be. All right, so in starting this scenario, we don't get any response, no response.
You guys have fun? Yeah. Minutes or minutes?
So at this time, he recognized that the patient has no pulse, and when the patient has no pulse, that means that the heart is not working. So once he recognized that, he's going to go ahead and push hard and push fast on that chest and allow that chest to recoil.
Well, stay tuned. We have more news after this.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here is Cynthia Graham with your nightly Caribbean report.
Thank you, Junior. Some tragic news out of Haiti tonight. A 77-year-old American missionary was brutally stabbed to death last week, and police believe his attacker was someone he knew through his ministry efforts on the island. We'll bring you more on this story when new details become available. Police confirmed that George Knoop, an elder at a local chapel in Haiti, was stabbed multiple times by his attacker, whom, according to a fellow church member, he had been able to recognize before his death. After the attack, Knoop managed to place a cell phone call for help, but was unable to speak before he died of his injuries. He was remembered as a generous and beautiful person by friends and colleagues at a memorial service held yesterday in Haiti. The retired teacher had traveled to the island nation from Chicago after the devastating January 2010 earthquake that claimed more than 300,000 lives and left 1 million others homeless. Police have not identified a motive for the killing, and no arrests have been made. We'll bring you more on this story when new details become available. Over in Grenada, American scientists are flocking to the island's most remote waters to study an active underwater volcano, Kikem-Jenny, in hopes of better understanding tsunamis and earthquakes and ultimately saving lives. President of the U.S. Ocean Exploration Trust, Robert Ballard, recently led a team of scientists aboard research ship Nautilus to the deep Caribbean sea waters just north of Grenada to study the eruption history of Kikem-Jenny and to learn more about how underwater volcanoes can pose a threat. Kikem-Jenny has a history of explosive eruptions, with the most recent in 1990, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. These eruptions could have the potential to trigger tsunamis, the effects from which could be felt as far away as the northern United States. Ballard's expedition to Kissimmee was documented for a National Geographic TV special, Caribbean's Deadly Underworld. Visit nationalgeographic.com for more on the expedition. It's too expensive to travel within the Caribbean, and something needs to be done about it fast. So says Caribbean Football Union Chief Gordon Banks Derrick during an interview in Barbados. Derrick said the issue of pricey air travel within the region is hindering the development of the sport, pointing out that it was important for national teams in the Caribbean to play each other regularly. Derrick stressed that the high cost of interregional travel was resulting in a reduction of friendly internationals. We have to work out a way to travel because you can train as much as you want, but if you're not playing games, you can't develop the weight and the speed you need to compete globally, he said. While Derrick admitted he does not have the answers on his own to fix the problem, he welcomed input from other stakeholders, saying, quote, "We need to knock our heads together, come up with a plan, and decide how we're going to get that done." And finally tonight, the Dominican Republic has earned special bragging rights among the islands. The country recently opened the largest and most modern food and produce distribution farmers market in the entire Caribbean and Central American region. Merca Santo Domingo was built on an area of more than 1.3 million square feet. The massive facility features 6 warehouses of 78 square feet each and houses close to 300 businesses and more than 600 vendor spaces. It also boasts 2 large warehouses for the storage of containers and food produced in the Dominican Republic. The facility was opened just a week ago with an official ribbon-cutting ceremony, which was attended by the country's president and other local dignitaries. Well, this has been tonight's Caribbean Report. I'm Cynthia Graham. We'll be back here tomorrow to bring you more news and views from in and around the Caribbean. Junior, back to you.
Thanks, Cynthia. The Boys and Girls Club in Christiansted received a special shipment of books this week through the efforts of St. Croix Senator Diane Capehart.
Today I have the honor of giving the Boys and Girls Club of Christiansted books that was actually donated from people in the community. And first I'd like to actually thank the individuals who allowed us to use their businesses as drop-off spots, which is Vegeria, Stop and Kmart, Pueblo, Wendy's, and Gannett Hardware Store. I didn't want to miss anyone, so today is the first time that we're actually being able to distribute the books after we went through them to see which books would be appropriate for the clubs or schools. And because of the amount of books that we donated, we'll be able to give to the Frederiksted and Christiansted Boys and Girls Club. And we're also trying to see if we can also donate to the Mombiju Community Center. So I am just so grateful that people came out, they gave their books, and will be able to now distribute these books to these community organizations. I try to encourage reading to my children, which has impacted their lives tremendously, being able to read, comprehend, and write well. So I want to be able to do the same thing for the children here on St. Croix. So with this, I have Mr. Neil Canton, who is going to be in receipt of these books today.
Well, Senator, we also like to thank you very much for this gift and for thinking about the kids. It's always great. We always encourage the kids to continue reading. Every summer we take part in the Governor's Reading Challenge. We have some avid readers amongst us. And every day we do Power Hour, and a lot of times the kids that don't have homework are encouraged to either do worksheets or go to a little library and pick up a book that's suitable for them and read. So we definitely encourage reading. We're getting ready to start our summer program. And this year, again, we're trying to do something different than just playing all the time. We're really doing what Boys and Girls Club nationally have called the Brain Game. where we're trying to make sure that the kids retain a lot of stuff and don't lose as much stuff during the summer as they usually do. It shows that kids in a lower economic bracket tend to lose a lot more during the summertime than other kids that are well off. So I'm more fortunate. So that's, the books will be definitely used, put to good use. We have kids in here from 5 years old to 18. We did lose some of our students because of the split session. We lose a lot of Central High School students, but whenever there's no school, they still come by,
right.
Do some kind of activity. So again, we'd like to say thank you. And that's why I want to take this opportunity also to talk about our summer program, which starts June 24th to August 1st. And so they can call the club at 778-8990 for more information on that. And again, we'd like to say thank you and just like to have the presentation to the kids and make it all official with them. Thanks.
It is my pleasure. Thank you.
More news straight ahead.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And now here is Mr. Bogle with your weekly entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Junior. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of your entertainment report. And we're going to start off with Friday night. You're looking someplace to go. Definitely, it's all about one hospital, one cause, one night reggae show in celebration of Nurses and Hospital Week. That's this Friday at the Randall Doc James Racetrack. And of course, it's $10 for the JFL employees and $20 general admission. You can pick up your tickets at JFL, One Love West, Urban Treads, and Rhythms. Also, we're going to move on and we're going to tell you about the YOLO Fridays that takes place at the Jam Times nightclub. And this one, they're having a special one for the holiday weekend. You're going to have, of course, Dark Shadow, Ghetto Vibes, Syndicate The Ultimate, and you're going to have KM1 and Baby Music. Remember, YOLO Fridays, it's free all night long, so please dress to impress and get your free Jolly Rancher rum shots for the first 20 ladies. That's YOLO Fridays down there at the Jam Times nightclub. Then we want to tell you about this Saturday at Gertrude's. It's all about who you're rolling with. On the card, you're going to have from Dominica. It's the 4-time consecutive National Calypso Crown champion of Dominica, King Dice. You're going to have the Roadmark champion of Dominica, Sai, and it will be emceed by the Singing Fireman, Dundee. Heart Attack Band and Express Band and DJ Big Cat will also be in the house. Tickets are just $30. Get them at the Gallows, Centerline Bakery, Jiffy Mart, and Ali's Grocery. And then, of course, we want to tell you about this Saturday. It's all about everything nice. Yellow and Blue Affair with Big Cat Sounds, DJ Trooper, DJ Choppy, and Super Tracks. Takes place at the Lime from about 10:30. You pay $10 before 12, and you pay more after. This one is brought to you by KDM Productions. And then we want to tell you about Sunday. You're looking someplace to go. Definitely, you could take out Spratnet Beach and Bar Grill. Down there, you're going to have a live band giving you some entertainment. You get something to eat and something to drink and relax and enjoy the Caribbean breeze. And then we're going to move on and tell you also on that Sunday, it's all about I'm Every Woman 2014. Remember, the show had to postpone for bad weather, and now it's happening this Sunday. So you definitely want to come out and see all the contestants and have a grand time for the Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to tell you about the Fashion Link VI coming up the weekend of May 30th and through June 1st. At the Palms at Pelican Cove. You're going to have people like Leon Robinson, actor and recording artist. You're going to have Shanice Jeffers performing, Cara Scott, Giselle Grayson, Elia, that's an R&B artist, JD in the Soca Diva, and Shanice Lewis. She's also one of the hosts, and Miss Plus America. So you want to come out and check out the Curvy Ladies. And it's more than just a curvy show, man. You got to come and check it out. Definitely, you want to, this one is going to be off the chain. So please mark down the date, May the 30th to June 1st, 2014. It's Fashion Link VI. All right? So definitely I want to thank you for joining me on the Entertainment Report. It's a holiday weekend, so remember, whatever you do, do it peacefully. If you drink, just don't drive. Back to you, Junior.
Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight, scattered showers, mainly after 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low around 79, east-northeast wind around 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Friday, scattered showers, partly sunny with a high near 83, east-northeast wind around 15 miles. Chance of precipitation is 40%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Friday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 78, east-northeast wind 11 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Saturday, scattered showers, mainly before noon, mostly sunny with a high near 82, east wind around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Saturday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 79, east-southeast wind 8 to 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Sunday, scattered showers, mainly before noon, mostly sunny with a high near 82, southeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 79, east-southeast wind 11 to 14 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And Monday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 83, east-southeast wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And this is Essie Gaston Edwards with your News Channel 8 Weather Report.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, do not forget to like us on Facebook at WSVI-CH8. You can also now follow us on Twitter at WSVI-TV News. And be sure to subscribe to Channel 8 on your YouTube at WSVI-TV News Channel 8. Watch us on your computer. Plus, use the free Dish Anywhere app to DVR us and watch us anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. That's all we have for local news. I'm Junior Garcia. World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
TV8 News was brought to you by Total Excellium. More protection, more miles. Total. You know where to turn.